bit of an awkward time synergy-wise here is the setup that you have with the Gnar, Yone, Maokai is super good for Viper in the late game. And even though they picked this blind and it was an expectation that you're going to have the K'Sante here, Connor's like, I don't care, I'm going to play the K'Sante, and he's going to take Ghost here. Or TP Ghost. Talking about that earlier in the last game.
Yeah.
And this time you want the Ghost because you need it into the Gnar, or you will just get bullied. You can't actually just sit there and go, all right. And just realized, I don't know where he is. This is risky.
Oh dear, Showmaker finding Zeka there with a fair bit of damage.
Okay, my opponent is there. Oh my god, this is a disaster.
Yeah, this is not great as he flashes the bubble. Now Viper, can he actually survive? Winter's Wrath not doing too much here as Canyon kind of looking for everything, but he'll find it. None of this Chemtech stuff. But I may have gone too hard because we kind of want other things. Other than that, as Deft is ulting once again, Bubble's going to go wide. He flashes over the tidal wave and then just gets wild growth. That is a 2v2 kill if ever I've seen one. DK, so aggressive here in the bottom lane.
Or if you could avoid the bubble. The same is true of the tidal wave because usually the Zeri all-in happens, you know, at level 6 when the tidal wave isn't up for life. He has it this time. He dashes to dodge the bubble, flashes the tidal wave, and gets the additional knock-up. Not even necessary there to get the kill onto Viper as Deft is just controlling
back out again, and has looked a little bit rougher, like the cannon from last week. But this is definitely not looking like that version of Canna, as Canyon does get ulted up here, and they do find a knock-up, but that seismic shove just amazing. The scythe, oh my goodness, Showmaker flashing towards Zeka, but the blocking done by Glid here is just beautiful, but he's going to sacrifice his life. That is the second kill.
Sejuani's there, and you end up taking a very bad trade. As Canyon comes in and Zeka's like, I'm going to unbound, I'm going to look for some harass here because I have in my vicinity Clid, who decides to go for the ult here. Showmaker's like, cool story, bro. Double shove into the turret. And you're just not going to win that unless Showmaker misses it. And if that's what you're banking this gank on, like it's a counter gank, but you're going to end up losing out big time.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Canyon actually holding onto the ult for a really long time in that engage as well. Deft going Jet Set Radio out of here, as now Canna is going to go for the all-out onto King and Mininar, as, okay, Canna's still taking a fair bit of damage here and misses that Q. So
they wanted to try to contest with Maokai ult, pair those together. I mean, they have to be more decisive than this. I mean, this is your Lucian Gale Force spike, and you're just going to let this go.
Yeah.
And you had the tools to stop it. You know,
ignored. Side lane's not exactly a thing that a lot of people like to focus on. Is all out once again available. Catches him out of the hop. A weird angle there, but a good one for the K'Sante as he dashes in. Can he find the Q he needs to? He's not gonna. And so once again, the Gnar is going to limp away. The Nature's Grasp not exactly hanging on to anything, but there's the seismic shove. It works out well as Deft. He's going to want a lot of damage now onto Clid as he flashes away. Canyon trying to get in there as Deft gets over the wall. As now Shirley taking some fire.
I mean, no doubt they take this fight, right?
Well, they're going to look for it as Showmaker's going to be avoiding the ult here. Seismic Shove going to deliver Zeka towards them, but Canyon taking so much damage. He's going to go down, but can they win the rest of the fight is the question as Canna's going all out. First kill for Deft as he's now free hitting. It's another kill. And that one goes to Showmaker, and now Canna is just waiting in this brush, looking for an opportunity to punish. The rest of the team will be sorting out this Rift Herald. And Clid, I don't know, just there was some safety under that turret.
This is not a weak team you're playing into. Now they're looking for another wraparound. Zeka has flash and ult. He's got the flank.
Nature's Grasp
Here we go.
going to come in as Canyon. Can he keep himself alive as the Wild Growth going to be used? Deft soaking everything as he finally gets the ult off. He's flashing away as the Nami is going to fall. Viper also extraordinarily low as in goes King, but he stopped immediately. Oh my goodness, it was almost absolutely amazing, but it just wasn't enough. As Hanwha Life are now routed around this dragon, and now it's going to be Soul Point as well as so much more. Here is a potential ace, but it looks like Zeka should survive. Oh, never mind, as Canna is just terrifying. Doesn't find the Q. Thanks to Showmaker's phenomenal placement of the Unraveled Earth. Oh, it's dicey. As there is some bounty gold going over, as Canna is going to find a whole lot with his all-out as well as his Qs. Viper should just be dead here, but Deft is going to go down as well. And that gives the shutdown gold over to Viper. Not a small thing. As now Canyon finding some permafrost onto Cliff, but he's super tanky. As Canyon's like, oh, I guess maybe I'll defect. I'll head towards the enemy base and see what can happen here. As Showmaker's in the bottom lane, I mean, yeah, Canyon's
This is significant.
right?
this is significant because they want to get this Drake, right? And Canyon will be, of course, killed here. He's not going to get the execute, but this delays. This is not just a trade back. You need to actually dominantly win a fight. They are going to start this Drake up. They're hoping D+ are going to show up here and lose this fight. One last chance, HLE.
Yeah, Kana doesn't quite have his ulti, but he's ghosting already. Just getting into this pit. Look at this guy. He is so extraordinarily tanky as he drags Clit away somehow. They do manage to secure the dragon, but it's a Nah that gets it. Pretty crazy. As now Showmaker is going to throw down the wall. Clit should die, although he does run real quick. Kind of keeping himself in it, but might just be a kill going over to Deft as the burst fire to be fired in. But no,
Going to be pretty tough to actually lock this one down as the Baron fades, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still doing a lot of damage with this Demolish here from Kana, but you still feel great about the siege you have here because look at mid.
Well, they're going to go for the fight here as the all-out is going to be used. Zeka is exhausted, but once again, they take down the Zeri. Beautifully done seismic shove to avoid Kingen as he now crushes forward. There's a massive Gnar as he wipes out the Talia, and now Viper able to free hit. Harmful Life Esports finally coming alive in this game. They're down a significant amount of gold, and he just wanted to do his Krogs anyway, so he's pretty happy.
Let's skip the Drake fight and go straight to this engage here where they're sieging up with the Baron fading. They have no minions here. So look at the angle here from Zeka. He's able to hit both Deft and Kana, so Kana can't actually come and peel. Showmaker here incredibly low, and then Kingen decides, okay, now's my moment. Beautiful crush into the Gnar here, into the wall. It's a double that goes over. And there's nothing Kana could do, unfortunately. He was zoned out.
Will bounce back now as DK holding onto this mid control as best they can. Extendo Beam coming in as now Canyon throws out the ulti, finds Clit almost by accident, he's thrown into the wall. The tree cannot sip enough sap, although, no he can, and now the nature is grasping, looking for DK. They stand in front of Deft.
Here we go.
As he gets snared, but Kingen going to be taking a lot of damage. The Unbound Soul going to bring them back. It's Canyon's turn to be focused.
I don't think...
Look at Kingen's Nabbar. It's absolutely fantastically placed as Clit gets all of his health back. They do manage to grab the Drake, but now Showmaker going to need to put up a wall and get in here to stop this Baron from going down. Extendo Beam, no joy as Showmaker gets over the wall. Seismic Shove is going to miss as they get into the pit, but Clit secures the Drake. The ult going to be used from Defter as he tries to keep himself alive. Zeka off to the side. The Soul is going to unbind, and Clit, he's done his job. You're allowed to go down now if you'd like to, sir, but he says no. But Kingen getting to work in that side lane as Viper getting engaged on, dashes away. The rocks come on through as Canyon just providing a body into that front line. Tidal Wave, Nature's Grasp, everything coming through. So many ultimates going to be used as now Clit throws back Canyon. He gets towards his team though as the wall, it is going to separate him, but he Arctic Assaults to get back over once again. Canna dashes forward, Viper dashes away.
Cleanse down now.
Yeah, they are setting up. There's not a lot of cooldowns remaining. Kingen, a big old Nabbar, and he could find his moment. They dive on in as the Zeri is executed one more time. Kingen finds a Gnar. Showmaker is taken down, but no, he holds onto his life, but not for long enough, and it's a double kill for the Gnar.
And they're going to push to take out an inhibitor, and maybe even more.
Yeah,
they got the damage.
Yeah, the Baron is still up for another 20 seconds time as well, and maybe that's going to be enough. As now Canyon's just going to walk on forward. He presses his stopwatch button to try and buy as much time as they can, but he sacrifices his life for it. Zeka popping up on the Yone, and these Nexus turrets will not last any longer, and match point will be claimed by Hanwha Life Esports.
What a comeback here in this third game. They're going to take match point, as you say.
타워로 가자. 아래 타워부터 점사해.
나 많아서 타워만 쳐야 돼.
몸 배워 해봐. 성훈아 몸 조금만 해줘. 아직 안 맞는 사례 많이. 쳐야 돼.
야, 이거
교육해.
나 공 5초.
나 공 3초. 나 2초. 깨.
나 보여줄 테니까 그냥 타워해, 얘들아.
타워.
무조건 타워.
넥서스.
나이스.
너무 잘했다.
나이스. 버스 너무 좋은데? 좋은데, 건재야?
너는 뭐야? 나이스. 너는 연애 하나니까.